welcome back. This is another Truth Tuesday with my buddy Satoshi Sean. Make sure you're watching on both channels. Switch back and forth. It's a fun game. At least visit both channels. We'd really both appreciate it. Make sure you hit the thumbs up, and that you're subscribed to both Satoshi Sean and LTClisa here on the new normal. Jump in the live chat because we've got some great community on both channels, and let us know your thoughts. I'll be right back with my buddy Satoshi Sean right after this. Happy Tuesday, Sean. How are you?
Hello, I'm okay. It's good to see you. It's been forever since we've done the show.
It does feel like it, huh? Things are just crazy around here.
Like
what if we move to Monday? I know it's not Truth Monday, but maybe it could be. We could come up with something.
We could come up with something, yeah.
Because Tuesdays are just very chaotic.
It's funny that we would switch to a manic Monday because it's calmer.
It's calmer on Monday.
Yeah.
It would be, though. And then we could kind of do like a wrap up of whatever happened on the weekend, because really there's a lot of crypto stuff that happens over the weekend because the regular markets are closed, and so a lot of action happens on the weekend.
A lot of action
stuff. Why everything I say, I swear.
I don't know. Because you're a funny lady.
I'm so funny. I'm the funny one, and you're so beautiful.
I am. I have my hat here.
Oh, that I made you with my poor attempt at.
It's on the light. It's there. It's wrapped around it.
Yes. Oh, goodness. Man, oh man. So you're gonna have to fill me in. I've been driving all day. What's funny is I drove from here to Fort Gibson, and then by that time I was far enough north that I just went up to Tulsa to go to Oklahoma City. And when I got into, I think I picked him up in Tulsa. I picked up the OSBI crime scene guy, and he started tracking with me all the way to Oklahoma City. And then I picked up my son. I had lunch with my daughter, a late lunch with my daughter, and picked up my son. And then I got back on the turnpike to come back to Fort Smith. And the OSBI guy was on the turnpike coming back this way. I was like, wow. I was like coming and going with him. So kind of weird.
It's been a weird time. But it's nice to be back and getting into the groove of things.
Yeah. We get to see each other on WBRT pretty regularly because it's like Thursday morning, and I'm not driving anywhere typically.
Yeah.
So that's it.
For me, it's after family night. So
yes. Yeah. So you're settled in. Yeah. That's good.
We've been doing family night. We used to end like really late, and then Sebastian, my Asian son, would stay, and me and him would stay up, like watch something, because he's not very cultured. So I would show him, sci-fi shows that I've never watched Star Trek. Okay, there's like 7 different shows with like 200 episodes each. So we watched 5 hours worth after family night. But that was before he had to start working and stuff. So now let's get up like at 4:30 in the morning. So like 8 o'clock we're done. 8:30 we're done.
Everybody's got to be all responsible and stuff.
Yeah, not me. I just sit there and what am I gonna do now? I usually am going to bed when they're getting up, like at 4:30 in the morning.
Oh wow.
Shut up. You're texting me like 2 in the morning when you get up. Yes, you do.
I'm a midnighter. I'm a midnight girl. Usually around midnight I go to bed.
My friends are waking up and they're like, hey, so you're up. You're on Facebook.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did hear in one of the stories that I heard today when I was driving was that there was a study. Of course, studies are always kind of leaning, but they said that people that are on, I think they used X as the platform, and they said late night, they said people, early risers are like have better mental health than late time people. But the time that they used was so strange to me. They said from midnight to 5 a.m. And I was like, that's not late night. That's early morning to me. Like to me, late night's like until midnight or so, or even 2 a.m. would be like,
Yeah, I go through 3 or 4.
yeah. To me, that's the next morning though. Like if you're 3 a.m., 4 a.m., that's the next morning. Like your boys get up and go to work at 4.
Yeah.
The start of their day, you know?
Well,
That's
technically, after midnight's the next morning. So
exactly.
yeah.
That's not late night. So I was like, your data is a little skewed calling that late night, midnight to 5 a.m.
You know, there's certain glimpses.
Oh, there he goes.
I'm
He'll be
here.
back.
I'm still here.
Oh, okay. You can hear him.
I
You
can
just
see.
can't see him.
Oh, so my camera's actually gone. Wait, no. Yeah, it's
Did
gone.
you figure it out?
No, my camera disappeared from the settings. So I actually do have to like leave and then come back home.
Oh, Lord. Okay. It was doing this while we were setting up, and like for no reason at all, just poof, no Sean. But we could hear him like that. And then he would leave and then he could come back. So I don't know what's happening. It was somehow the software was picking up like an old camera that's not even connected anymore. Hey, Westwood. Good to see you. Hope you are doing well. Yeah, we're just trying to have like a little catch-up session because Sean and I haven't been able to do a show in a while because I was either traveling or this week. Today I was traveling again, but I went ahead and tried to do a show anyway. Picking up Canon. So I'm doing fantastic. That's wonderful. You guys make sure you watch my happy hour show with Westwood every Friday. We have a great time and kind of wrap up all the current events and talk about gold and silver and cryptos and all that kind of fun stuff. So it's good stuff. There was a great the whole story or the real story with Michelle McCory on Miles Franklin. Oh, you're
There, I'm still not, I don't know. It's very weird. I'm gonna get it figured out.
Okay. All right. We'll hang in there with you. So check out the one with Judy Shelton. I think it was from a day or two ago. I listened to it while I was traveling today, but I was driving, so I couldn't take notes or anything. But I'm going to go back and try to listen again and take some notes. So interesting. And she's talking about Alan Greenspan writing her letters and some theories, and then this gold backed treasury idea that several of Trump's people close to him are in support of, and very constitutional ideas around making, solid money and letting the markets decide, and to where like the little guy is not the one that always takes it in the end when the central bank decides to, do what they've done to us for the last 70 years or whatever. She also had a really interesting example where the IMF previously has revalued their own gold by doing a sale to Mexico and repurchase on the same day. So by selling it to Mexico and then repurchasing it by putting it in the market and back, but without ever changing physical custody, it revalued the gold. And since IMF has already done that previously, that's set a standard for that. And since Trump met with Melee today, or however you pronounce it, which I think that has a calm in Fortnite. You guys don't know how I think everything's a calm. But there's a Melee calm, or there's a Melee thing in Fortnite, and then that guy's name is Melee. Anyway, and what's his name? Elon Musk tweeted not too long ago something about 20,000, and everybody's trying to figure out what that 20,000 was. And then today, basically they're saying that they're kind of, the White House, of course, is not saying this, or the government's not saying this, but people in like the media and stuff are saying it's basically a bailout for Argentina. This 20,000 billion, I think that's right, or 20 billion, I don't know, is like a bailout for Argentina. But I wonder if that's what that's going to be, if it's going to be that gold sale and buyback in the same day to revalue the gold that's in. And she suggested Elon and Trump do a audit, or not Elon and Trump, but for Trump, since Elon and Trump had tweeted about it, to do like a walkthrough and do an actual audit to show the gold, to rebuild the trust for the American people, since most people, A, don't trust the government, B, don't believe that the gold is still really there. So some really, really interesting ideas. So I recommend everybody go watch that on Miles Franklin YouTube channel. Miles Franklin, Precious Metals, with Michelle McCoy and Judy Shelton. Are you back?
I am.
Do you think it's fixed?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I do think so.
Well, I hope it is. It was so weird. Have you been having that problem on other videos?
No, I just made 2 videos. I haven't had that problem.
Very strange, very strange. But anyway, well, I know you had something you said you wanted to talk about.
Yeah, we can talk about that later.
Oh, later.
What were you? Okay, I did have some stuff on the gold, which I thought was weird. Just been thinking about it because think about how they're doing away with cash and CBDCs and all that, and how people are starting to talk about how cash is freedom, cash is privacy, cash. And when you compare it to crypto, it's like shit. You know what I mean? It's still so centralized. It's controlled by, these group of people who could say basically it's worth less, it's worth more. They could take it away. They could take it out of circulation. It's still, at least with like precious metals, even diamonds. It's much more decentralized. There's less control, and like even diamonds are controlled like what 96%, 97% by De Beers.
Yeah,
it's insane. And then most countries, they're worthless. They have all these diamonds and they're poor because they say those are blood diamonds and you can't sell them. They have no control, but that's a law, and laws are not real. They're just ideas. So if the world's like, hey, we're going to use diamonds, all of a sudden Botswana is like the richest country in the world. Same with like gold. You can go pan gold, yourself. There's so much that they can't control. There's so many mining countries, silver, gold. It's everywhere. It's in pawn shops. It's in, under people's beds. When I was thinking about the level of decentralization versus centralization, it's night and day. And I think it's cool people are starting to see that, and get that.
There's definitely a rush to the physical, whether it's not just in money, and like you're saying, not the dollars so much as like the coins. People are looking for coins and stuff, but then also like there's a big resurgence in the thrift store stuff, people looking for the older thing, nostalgia kind of things, the Americana. See, Westwood bought another CD today. He's been finding 925 sterling in like not pawn shops, but thrift stores. He found like some rings for his daughter at like thrift stores and stuff, which is really cool.
So you can get that stuff and melt it yourself.
Mm.
You know, you can't make paper money. But you can get all that and melt it down and make bars or, you know, rounds or whatever.
Yeah, kind of cool. Yeah. I got a 925 sterling. I don't have it on right now, but a little 925 sterling bangle bracelet at a garage sale for 50 cents, or maybe it was a quarter. I don't remember. It was one of the two, but they didn't know, you know, it's like grandma's bracelet that they don't want it, you know, and they didn't know to look for the 925. And that's where like knowledge is so empowering, you know, when you know what to look for and all that. And the magnet test is another thing. Like if you bring a magnet with you, and actually a lot of people have the charger thing on their back of their phone. You can use that to see if it sticks or not, and hold that up to metal and see if it sticks or not, and then you can tell if it's real or not. It's kind of interesting. But
so, what is the magnet test?
So let me get this right. If it sticks, then it's metal. If it doesn't stick, then it's silver. I believe
Okay,
that's
so
mm-hmm.
Also, aluminum doesn't stick. I wonder.
Well,
I
then
remember
that's a test.
back in the day, like when recycling was brand new,
Uh-huh.
and I like I was second grade, and we had this contest, you know, bring in cans and stuff to recycle. You got like a prize if you know. Of course, all the other kids brought in way more because they all had dads that drank beer, and just me and my mom brought in some tabs. But that was the test. If they had a magnet and then would touch it, and if it connected, then it was like an old steel can, and if it didn't, it was aluminum.
Oh, okay. There you go. Yeah, very interesting. Hey, Kazoo. Good to see you.
So we're learning about this newfangled metal, aluminum.
Yeah, that was the other thing Judy talked about on the video. It's funny because she was talking about the gold and the gold treasury bonds, 50-year treasury bonds, and this whole idea. And then she started talking about how, I think she said Thomas Jefferson wrote this 17-page idea about unifying the territories. I don't think they were states yet. I can't remember. Anyway, about having one US dollar and what they should use and why. And it's because it was for weights and measures.
Mm-hmm.
And so then they were going to use the Spanish coin because that's what they were using, because that's what they decided to use.
What pounds were? It was literally a pound of silver.
I think it was like so many grains, or maybe it was a peso. I don't know. I want to say she said it was a Spanish coin, not Mexican. And I had originally thought it was a Mexican.
When they had pounds, sterling pounds, they were literally was.
No, it wasn't the pound sterling. They didn't use the pound sterling.
Yeah, I'm talking about the meaning of what it was. You said it was a weight, you know, and I was like, isn't that how they measured what originally pounds were?
Oh, maybe. She actually talked about in his 17-page not letter. Anyway, paper. Sorry, I'm like a little tired. But that he discussed math and why it was important to use a decimal system to make math easy, because using terms like pound, sterling, and farthing and shilling and all that to do math was just too confusing, and that they needed a standard, a metric standard or a decimal system to be able to make change easily and to have a unified Spanish real. Thank you. Yeah, and so that's where they used that as the standard, and so it was like 0.33 grains of silver, because that's what was in the Spanish real. And so that was the standard.
I'll tell you a story. So I'm talking to Lee, and I had paid for this thing to like I could like before AI stuff. It was you could make, like I made use some of the opener videos, made them for Rice. Like his opener video I made, so I had to pay for that. It was kind of expensive to pay for the software to like site. And Lee wanted, I'd let him use it. He's like, "What's the login?" It's like, "Here it is. What's the password?" And I'm like, "It's blah blah blah, 11 whatever pound."
Yeah.
He's like, "Password doesn't work." It's like, "Yes, it does, man. I just logged in. Seriously." He's like, "It's not." And we're going back, and we start. He's really pissed. He gets mad. Like, "Why are you lying to me?" I was like, and then I show him. I'm like, "Here, just copy and paste it." And he goes, "That's not pound." He said, "That's a hashtag."
Oh my gosh.
What? He goes, "He's using a British pound symbol." Like, why would that be on my keyboard? I don't even know how you make that. I was like, he goes, that's a hashtag. I said, "Dude, what did you used to do when you had to hit on the phone before there was an internet? What did you call it then? It wasn't a hashtag,
That's what kids call it now. It's hashtag.
Yeah. We call it a hashtag phone. I remember the first time I heard it, I was like a teenager. I was probably, I was like 19, 18. And I had to key in something at work at Domino's. And my boss was like, "You got to use the pound." I'm like, "You want to punch?
LBS.
You want me to punch the phone, man?" He goes, "No, this is a pound." I was like, "That's a number symbol."
Numbers. Yeah.
Number symbol. Maybe tic-tac-toe, but that's a number symbol. He's like, "No, it's called a pound. Pound symbol." It's like, "What is this asterisk?" And it was like, "It's not an asterisk. It's something else."
Yeah. What's the other one? Ampersand. I'm like, it's just the and sign. Let's just keep it simple. That's the and sign. We don't have to call it the ampersand.
Ampersand.
Yeah.
8 real pieces of 8. Okay, so I can go over the stuff I want to go over if you want me to do that. Just seems weird. It's just something that I thought was odd and cool. Remember when I told you the story about from the Bible where Jesus goes and he tears up the money changers and the bankers in the temple? And I told you how that's like not the big part of the story that everybody misses. That there's a fig tree that they're all walking. He's hungry, and they're like, "Hey, there's this fig tree," but the fig tree was worthless. It had no, there was nothing on it. And they don't talk about it that in depth, but then I found this out that so fig trees they bloom like every other year.
Okay.
But when they don't bloom fruit, they make buds and like flowers or something, and then the next year they make fruit. And it said that there was nothing on it. It was barren, so there was no buds or fruit. So it was worthless. He was mad about it. He was like, "Man, I'm really hungry. This tree is worthless." And it's like, this is that offends me or something. And then they leave. He does everything there, and when they're coming back, they pass the fig tree, and it's dust. It's completely been just demolished and destroyed, and it's just dead dust. And it's because it was worthless, and it offended God. And that's the real like that the power, nobody gets that. Um, so this is something. So this little thing, but we're talking about the apocalypse with everything going on. Um, and something that I just wanted to dive into a little bit that I thought was interesting. Let me share. So everybody talks about this. You share it.
Okay.
These are the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. All right. And it's like the democratic thing,
Oh,
always listen to everything. There's like words are important. So as a kid, I always wondered why the disease guy was green, a green horse. It's like there's no green horse. Like there's red, brownish red horses, but there's no real red horse. White horse, black horse. If you want to ride, but there's no green horses. And then I thought like rot,
gangrene.
think of it and see it, but it's not. It didn't make sense. So, and then recently I was like, there's got to be something interesting, something more about these colors. Why did he call out these colors? To know these 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. So it's red, green, black, and white. What do they represent? What does it represent? And then the apocalypse is supposed to start with the peace in the Middle East and everything, but it's supposed to all start there. Um, so right outside of Israel, there's a country called Jordan, and that's actually where Palestinians are. They're Jordanian, even though Jordan won't let them in. And that's their flag: red,
Wow.
black, and green. I thought that was interesting. Speaking of Palestine, red, white, black, and green. I don't know if you've been in Afghanistan, but it's red, white, black, and green. Very, I thought odd, just a kind of a strange thing.
There's there's a lot of countries with those colors, though, aren't there? Mexico.
I don't know about Mexico. I gotta think about Mexico.
It doesn't have black, though. I don't think.
Yeah,
Italy.
No, Italy's not. Italy's red, green, and white.
Yeah, just doesn't have the black.
Black. Yeah. A lot of like Christendom is white, red, white, and blue. Anyway, Iraq.
Very
all
interesting.
Middle East. Kuwait. That's a fluke. Maybe it's a fluke.
Interesting. So a lot of the Middle East countries have the same color.
Syria. United Arab Emirates. That's very weird.
I don't think I've ever seen that picture with a green horse before. So that's normal.
Yeah.
Interesting. I don't know that I've seen it depicted that way before.
Yeah, that's the disease.
Ah, interesting. Yeah. That's cool that you picked up on that.
I thought it was just, I don't know, it was like wanted to look for a little bit deeper meaning in it, because it's like surface famine, it's like but basic stuff. Yeah, Clinton's a horse of a different color. What is Richard Simmons' email?
Oh, don't say that out loud.
Come on.
No.
He's a nice guy.
I know Gazoo's a nice guy, but don't say that out loud.
He's dead also.
Just before we got on the show, I saw
her dog.
What'd you say?
Like champion Dalmatians, and he gave her this like $20,000 Dalmatian, and we had this giant Great Dane called King Arthur. Loved him, but he didn't bite Ted. He's sitting next to Ted, they're watching TV, and someone said something, and he just turned his head, but his head's so giant, and he had his mouth open that he hit Ted with his tooth, and he like cut Ted's head. But he didn't bite it. So my ex is like, well, his dog is too big. I was like, it's our dog. It's King Arthur. So we brought him over to my mom's. She had someone that wanted to take him. He was here for like hours, and he got her dog pregnant. So she had these like Harlequin looking, but they were.
Oh, I bet they're beautiful. Yeah.
It was a beautiful dog, and it loved the kids, but it could kill like 20 people, and it was very protective. But it was really sweet and nice, unless you're around my kids.
Mm-hmm.
So, and it bit like 3 or 4 people. So,
oh gosh, that's
yeah, people will come up. It's like, oh, she's so nice, and like, yeah, and then but like the kids would be in the car, and she would be all friendly, and you could pet her. But then if you went to like the back, like, oh, your kids are so cute, wow, she would go for you. Very
That's a good dog, though. Yeah,
yep.
They shouldn't be touching you.
She was a good dog.
Yeah, that's good. Anna Paulina just was very quickly posting on Twitter that, and I don't know, I'm curious what your thoughts are on this, because I know so many people, like especially after going through the Great Infection and all that, have lost a lot of faith in many governments, but ours specifically. And she's saying that Russia has given her their JFK files, and there's a different story, and she's going to post them publicly for the American people, their version of what happened to JFK. Would you believe files out of Russia about a JFK assassination or not?
We've talked about this on WDRT. I don't believe anything from anyone ever, but literally you could say, here, this is news, it's reported. Oh, that's terrible. Where's it from? I saw it on Fox. Or it's the other side. Oh, it was on MSNBC or CNN. Fake news. So like nobody, they have their faucet where they get their information, and they don't believe anything. Joseph, I saw that you said you won like a year ago, so I'm gonna look at it and see if it's the same account. If it is, cool. If not, then because usually people scam me, Joseph. They try to scam me, but I will check it, and if you won, I'll send it to you. So you have to check it, and I think we're starting to fall down this rabbit hole because everybody wants to trust something, where you just trust Grok, or you put it in, is this real? And then there's like a 79% chance it's true, but you just believe this AI because it's telling you that. You have to start checking the AI. It's hard to believe anything. Like I believe like my friends more than I would believe whoever.
Yeah, I want like a first person review, like somebody I know personally to vouch for or whatever.
I think it's because we've lost just faith in humanity. And it's I don't know. People haven't changed much, because if you really go back, like our founding fathers, like, hey, don't trust anybody, don't trust us, don't trust the government, and slowly but surely we just keep giving up, putting more trust so we don't have to worry about stuff. And it's like, hey, you have control. Give us authority and power, but you control us. You can vote us out anytime, and then you get to a point where it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what you say, or it doesn't matter.
Yeah, then you have no voice. Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know, but everything now I check, but just check.
Yes. Too funny. Well,
What are you laughing about?
oh, just poor Joseph is desperately trying to. And you've already said you will check on it,
Yeah, I will check on it.
and if it's legit, that you'll get back to him. I just think it's funny when you get people to. I mean, you've been on for years, and you're very legit, and so and Gazoo wants you to ship him the truck that he won. Mm-hmm.
I don't have it. I don't even have a truck. I don't work.
If he only knew. Yeah.
Just sitting out on there.
Yeah. What just happened? Yeah.
Yeah, Lee, I was like, man, I'm really broke. I need this money. He goes, no, man, you're not broke. We could lie to me. I was like, what are you talking about? He's like, dude, you always say you're broke. I know you're not. I was like, I'm really broke, man. He's like, you have $89,000 on your wallet. I'm like, what? He said, yeah, I look at your wallet. I look at your wallet all the time. I know how much you have. And then he's like, you have 89,000 to one. I was like, no, I don't. I said, don't you think I would have a working truck if I had 89 grand in a wallet? And he goes, what about this wallet? Let me look. And he's like, you have $18 million in that. I'm like, that's an exchange.
Oh,
He goes,
how?
your Tron USD. I'm like, I don't have a Tron USD wallet. I would send that to a Sendex. He was like, oh, that makes sense. Okay.
Oh, never mind then. Yeah. I meant that other one. Yeah. Oh, what a mess.
I did lose some money. Man, I've had some, when it comes to crypto, I had a very interesting week. I lost some money, and not your keys, not your crypto.
There you
And
go.
I usually pull money. I used to use crypto.com. I still do, especially now. But you can set it to your bank account, but it takes like 2 days, day, something like that. But Cash App, you can sell your Bitcoin and it goes instant right into your account. They charge you like a fee. But they blocked my wallet now. So when I send Bitcoin, they're
Your
like,
bank blocked your wallet, or Cash App blocked your
Cash
wallet?
App blocked my wallets from me sending Bitcoin. So if I send Bitcoin to my Cash App wallets, it stops it and says, oh, you can't send it. You have to route it to a different wallet address. So it's very annoying. So then I'm just send it to Cash App. But I got PayPal. But PayPal, do you know they have their own? They don't take Tether or USDC, USDT. They have their own PayPal coin,
I don't know. I can't use it. I'm not allowed to use it.
which is like one of the top 10 coins now. The market cap is incredibly huge. But I have like a bunch of USDT, so I have to pay the water bill. Try to send it to I send it to crypto.com, and I'm trying to pay it on the weekend, and it won't go through. Because I got a new card from crypto.com, and it's the same number, but it's a different date, and it's not letting me add it, so I'm like frustrated. So then I send it to I was like, I'll just pay with the PayPal card. So I send USDT, Ethereum USDT to PayPal, and I'm like, oh shit, why isn't it showing up? Oh my god, I needed to sell my USDT for Ethereum and then send that because they don't USDT. So, but it's Ethereum USDT, so they have it. It's on Ethereum. They can see it. It's on the chain, So I call them, and it's checking. She's like, "Hello, how are you doing today?" I'm like, "Okay, look, I accidentally sent Ethereum USDT, and she knew nothing." She's like, "Oh, you have lost your mind. We do not only have Ethereum. You have the blockchain." And I was like trying to talk to her, but she knew nothing. It's like obviously she's reading. They say this, you say this. They say this.
Yeah. Or it may have been bot. Even may not even been a real human.
The woman, she was a real person. So I just started throwing like word salad at her, just different. Hey, consensus. And and Shaw 256 or 17 what ERC 27 and just she was like I don't know and then she's like, look, we're not chain experts. I was like, yeah, I know, can you just tell someone that knows about blockchain what I'm saying, and they can literally see it. They could send it somewhere else, or they could do any whatever. And then she's like, so I had to like get her to just admit that we don't know shit. I just read the script.
Then I'm
And
just
then,
reading the card in
yeah,
front of me.
yeah. And then she said, I can make a ticket and send it. So I was like, that's exactly what I would like you to do. Just because it's so easy to fix. I'm like, what? This is why. I'm even talking to her like, this is why non-custodial crypto sucks, because you have no control over it, and there's it's easy to fix. It's the easiest thing in the world to fix, but I just lost like $120.
Oh,
So yeah, frustrating. Frustrating. If it's not your keys, not your crypto, and it is so hard to to try to live on crypto. Um, I don't know if, years and years ago, a long time, like Fear, I think was part of it. Um, there was a website that you could buy uh, gift
gift
cards.
cards. Yeah, I remember
Yeah,
that's what Kenny goes out.
be like a bonus even.
Yeah.
So, and that it was the coolest thing. They shut it down. They shut it down quick because it was a great off ramp for your crypto. Now the only way you can get an off ramp is with centralization, and they're in your business. And there's not a lot of them, and you're totally at their mercy. Uh, I don't know of any where you have control where it's non-custodial and you can spend your crypto. None. I really wish there was.
Yeah, I think we're just going through this transition where it's, the big battle of who's going to control it, or are we the people going to choose to take our energy and use those tools to break free, and it's going to have to be painful enough that we stop asking permission. I don't
Yeah.
know. We'll see where we end up.
We have to take control. That's the thing. If we control, right now we control it, but we have to realize that we always control it. Literally, if they take over, okay, so we had the big crash, right? BlackRock bought 40,000 Bitcoin when it crashed.
That's confirmed that was BlackRock that made that single, because that was that one wallet that did all that big move.
No. This confirmed that I think it's a different purchase. I think that other one was way more. This is just they admitted 40,000. But my point is that they're amassing it. They're getting control over it. We could walk away from Bitcoin and say, "Hey, Litecoin is the new Bitcoin," and all of a sudden it's worth $100,000. We could say that look at Doge. Doge was under a penny forever. The easiest thing to trade. If it hit a penny, you sold. If it went to quarter of a cent, I would buy. It was so simple, and it went to like 70 cents. Mind blowing, because people, not even the masses, it was just like, a small group of like degens and young people and hipsters. That's it. So if we just say, oh, okay, you bought and you spent all your money and you took everything, you took control of Bitcoin. Well, now we're doing this. Now we're going over here. Now
kind of like a Wall Street bets kind of moment.
Even bigger, because it's like we would, because you still have the infrastructure of, you're still going to the NASDAQ, or you're going to the stock exchange, New York Stock Exchange. It's literally like we walk away from that and we just put up a tent and it's like a new stock exchange.
Mm-hmm.
That's how crypto is. We could just say, oh, we're gonna do this. This is what we'll use then. And if everyone does that, then you have where Amazon, Walmart, the people that run stuff would have to say, we're going to take that. We're not gonna, because we have the power. There's more of us than there is of them. And crypto really does give us this tool of owning the money. And not just owning the money, but like imagine if there was a magic wand that they could wave and they would own all the gold. They would own all the silver. There's nothing you could do. They don't know. They can't do that with crypto because we just go make something different.
Yeah.
It's like we can just come up with a new periodic table, a new element. It's such a powerful thing that we've never had before.
Sorry, I had to sneeze.
Okay.
I don't want to sneeze on camera.
It would be fun.
No.
Yeah, you could get it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Anything else?
Oh gosh, I can't even think.
I knew there was a lot of stuff.
I'm sure there's a lot. Thank you, Moto.
Trump was pretty pissed about the lying about the dead people.
Yeah, I guess they didn't return all the dead people. And somebody said something, and I have not confirmed this, that they didn't return any, or no live women came back, only men. And so then people were like, is nobody talking about this? That like most likely the women were like tortured and treated so terribly, and like no one's discussing it or bringing it up or whatever. Like, shouldn't this be an issue? And now they haven't returned their bodies and all this. And so now they're starting to think that like Hamas is not going to comply with the peace deal and all this. And so it'll be interesting to see what happens, how that plays out. If you even believe the movie about what's going on, I don't know. But I'm half listening to what's going on. And then me and Mom go out in the garden and pick peppers. And, I've got a lot of homeschooling because apparently my son and his dad decided to take fall break last week instead of this week, and it's supposed to be this week. So
fall break.
Yeah. So we will be homeschooling it on fall break. What?
What are you going to do for Halloween?
Nothing. I don't celebrate Halloween.
I do.
Not my thing.
With full-size bars or giant. We did giant bars last year. Not doing giant bars. Full-size bars, though. Do you remember the ridiculously large Toblerone that I bought for Oliver and Nora?
Yes.
That I had custom made freaking by the Swiss and the Toblerone people. They don't remember it.
They don't remember that?
No. I'm like, it was like 4 feet. It was bigger than you guys were. It had your name on the box.
Huge.
I'm like, really? What? Really? What's a Toblerone? I was like, oh my God.
Oh, I'm sure you have pictures.
Yeah, I have lots of pictures. And like, because I wanted to know how long it took him to eat it, because if I had the money, I was going to, get him another giant Toblerone.
Yeah.
But, okay.
I think I'm going to sneeze again. I'm having like an allergy attack. I don't know what's going on.
I sent an X post in the private chat. It's
okay.
It's funny. I was just looking on X to see what the current stuff was.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Hold on, I'll share it. Who's paying the bill? Most likely the American public.
That's a hilarious trip.
Bump.
Jewish socialist, a Muslim socialist, and a Latina socialist walk to a bar. It's paying the bill.
We the people. That's who. All right, I'm gonna go take an allergy pill.
Did you see Barack's?
I cannot stay on. My allergies are killing me.
Did you see Obama's library?
No, I would never go to Obama's library.
It's not built yet. They're building it. It's very. No way. Wow. Here. It's not subtle. It's not subtle.
Is this a joke?
No.
That looks insane.
It looks like Mecca on top of a pillar. That's crazy. That's weird. Okay, you guys take care. It was good hanging out with you. Remember to comment.
Thank you, Bunker. That's so sweet.
Here, love y'all.
All right, you guys take care. Thank you for joining us. Please check out both of our channels. I would really appreciate it. Make a comment below. And we appreciate you all for being here. Have a great day.